Hello everyone, so today we are going to implement this shooting from helicopter mechanism. So as you can see here, helicopter is shooting at us. So the bullets are pretty huge, but I don't really have a model, it's just a placeholder. But we are going to focus on the mechanisms of bullets shooting from helicopter. So yeah, let's see how to do that today. Okay, so if I open the attack helicopter blueprint, I have this input action fire and input action fire MG custom events. So here we can reconnect this, use these same events to shoot through the AI controller, but we have to make some changes. First thing is this update shoot target. So here, so what this does is we get the camera location and then the control rotation and forward vector. So basically what happens here is when the helicopter is controlled by the player, we calculate a point that would represent the middle point of the screen and use it as the shooting target. But when the helicopter is controlled by AI, we don't have this camera or anything. So what we can do is, let's have a branch. Is player controlled. We can check if this helicopter is player controlled. Only if that is true, we should do this calculation and return this shoot target. If not, how should we define the target when we are shooting with AI? I think we should have a way to set the shooting target for the helicopter. So perhaps another function to set the shoot target. We can add a function here in this BPI helicopter, which is implemented in the parent right here. So here let's add a function set shoot target. I'll add it under the helicopter category, and we need an input in the vector type target. Right, now shoot target is not in this passenger helicopter, so let's implement that function here. Didn't I compile this? I did. Okay, set shoot target. We can simply this is helicopter. This is not where I should implement it. I should implement it here in the attack helicopter. So I'll implement it closer here. Set shoot target. We can simply set shoot target here with the given value. Then in here update shoot target, we can, if this is false, we can simply return whatever the value we already have in the shoot target. And also to start and stop shooting. At the moment we only have this fire input action, but we can't call this function through code from an AI. So let's add another function, AI fire. Oh wait, toggle fire. Yeah, that makes more sense, and we need an input to enable or disable or start or end. When the firing enabled, we should start firing. Toggle fire event. Oh, sorry, this has to be a boolean. Right, so same as here. We can call the same function, connect the same code. One more thing. What if we add the shooting target also as an input here? So we don't need to have a separate event. That should make things easier. So I'll add a shoot target input in the type of vector. And we can set the shoot target. Right. Now how do we test this? I have the AI helicopter, and once it's airborne, wait, so this part is the follow path code. So I'll break this and create a custom event. Follow, no, patrol. Start patrol. So to be safe, I'll add a to-once node here. May not be important for now. Okay, then I'll call start patrol here. Right, now I'll do another loop to shoot at the player, let's say. So how can I do that? Get controlled cone, yeah, and toggle fire. As the shoot target, I'll give get player character get at location. So it will be shooting at the player. and I'll do this, let's say after 5 seconds. Okay, it does shoot, but it's not actually hitting the player. And also it keeps hitting on the bullets. It keep colliding on the bullet itself, and the bullets are of course too big, but that's something we can solve later. Yes, the bullet. This is the bullet. Do we need to have any collisions for this? Seems we do. Yeah, so here, once it hit a surface, I think we should make the bullet mesh disappear. And also disable collisions. And after some time we should destroy it. So set lifespan (3 seconds perhaps). And let's wait until the helicopter ascend. So maybe 15 seconds. Okay, even though the shooting happens, the helicopter arm, the machine gun arm is not really rotating. Also it stops in the middle of air, which is not realistic. So how to solve that? I think, how do we rotate the gun? The gun rotation, it's here, MG rotation. So it's based on set MG rotation, get actor rotation, get control rotation. Okay, so here we would have control rotation only if this is controlled by a player. But when it's not controlled by player, we will not have this get control rotation. So what we can do is, this is for player. Let's have a branch. Is player controlled? If true, we can use this logic, no problem. But if it is false, we will have to use a different logic. So here we need to know get the shoot target and get that location, and then find look at rotation, so this one is this one, and we can duplicate these two, so we can calculate the delta and use it as the MG rotation. Now this should work, but we need to set it as aiming when we try to shoot. So here, when we call toggle fire, we're gonna need more space. We'll have to call toggle aim as well. If we are firing, we are aiming. Oh, sorry. This is an input action. So let's simply set aiming variable. Right, and then when we update the shoot target, so we should update this code also. So I think instead of just directly giving the shoot target, what we can do is same as here, we can do a line trace. Line trace from this nozzle, from this point. So how do we do that? Get the nozzle, get world location, and then get unit direction vector from here to this shoot target. Wait, hold on. Why don't we just directly use this nozzle forward? Yeah, that should be better. Because it would like once we start aiming, it will not it will not rotate the machine gun right away. So if we consider the forward of this machine gun, it would always work. So I think here MG nozzle get forward vector, and then multiply it by, not multiply, Oh no, actually this is correct. Just multiply, convert this to a float, 50,000. That should be enough. And then add this to the current location. Get world location. Right. That should be the show. No, not yet. Then we should do a line trace just like here. So we are doing line trace by channel using bullet trace channel. Let me duplicate that. We need to use the same trace channel. By the way, this bullet trace channel is a custom trace channel we have created in our project previously, only to use for objects that to trace the objects that should get hit by bullets. So this is the start and this is the end. And if the out hit is true, we can break, hit reset, and return the location as the shoot target. If not, we can simply return this value. Right, now let's see. As expected. What could be the problem? Is it aim? Let's again check this part, MG rotation. Right, I just remembered, actually this only controls the let's set the default value to true and rotate this like this. So by default we should have 0, 0, 0 as the shoot target. So when we play, the machine gun should rotate around to this towards 0, 0 location. That means, what's this? Let me move this to 0, 0. So yeah, here it should rotate to this direction. So let's see if that happens, and it does. So that means that part is working. Post. So let's see. Yeah, the rotation seems correct. But okay, then the problem should be in the tracing. That means here Alright, I think the bullet objects are hitting with the line trace. That must be what's happening. Let's enable debug mode, debug lines and see. Okay, then what can we do is we don't really need to do the line trace. We can just give this. Without doing the line trace, let's return this point as the shoot target and see what happens. Yeah, it's working. So, but it does not keep attacking at the player because only once I set a target location in here. So as the player moves around, this gets changed, and also when we aim in here, I think instead of using the actor location, it would be more accurate if I use this MG nozzle world location. Not set get. And also here, if I add a delay of 2 seconds or 3 seconds and update, it should keep shooting at the player. Still it's not getting the aiming correctly. What is that location it keeps showing? Here in this bullet mesh, let's use a custom one and ignore visibility channel. Then here I'll use visibility channel and keep using this one instead of directly connecting here, and then let's keep using the same logic and return the shoot target in the previous way. Right, now let's see what happens. But still it's not for long. Oh yeah, we didn't change the logic. We should get shoot target and unit direction vector from the nozzle to the shoot target. That's the direction we should use. Right. Now it should work. Let's see. Now it's updated. Location correct. But we are not getting any damage. Why is that? I'll disable this debug type in the bullet here. Where do we cause damage? I think that's because the shooter, we are not giving a reference. So let's give self, but in this on bullet hit, we check if it is an enemy to actually cause any damage. If it is not an enemy, we don't really get any damage. So to confirm that, ls player, ls name and bp, is this where we implement on bullet hit? Yeah. This on bullet hit event. No. Here. Oh. ALS base character. ALS anime. On bullet hit. Right. This one. So here, this is the one I was talking about. We have this friendly fire check. So we check if the bullet is an enemy. So I haven't enabled or implemented this is enemy for bullet. So that's why we don't get hit. And also this is a character event. Doesn't make sense to implement this in bullet. So the best solution would be moving this is enemy interface event to a separate interface rather than keeping it in the BPI character. So we can implement that new interface in everywhere. So because, for example, if I open this interface, you see it has a lot of functions that may have nothing to do with the bullet. So that's why we should not implement this interface for the bullet. So maybe like we can have another separate interface, something like a damage instigator or something. Then we can implement 𝐒𝐮𝐻 there. But I think we should leave that part to another day and stop this episode right here. And here is the demonstration. Oh, one more thing, I got this error because I have implemented a bullet pooling method. That's why I got this error. So I should not delete or set lifespan of these bullets like this. I should not have done that. So if we hide it, actually we don't need to do this part anymore because we got rid of the bullet tracer collision for the bullets, so we can leave that part out. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this episode right here, and thanks for watching. Next time let's look into how to actually enable shooting from the helicopter to the player in a meaningful way rather than just asking it to randomly shoot at the player's location. So thanks for watching. See you in another episode. Goodbye.